This video has been sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Discover how to protect your online identity later in the video. Throughout internet history, countless cryptids and creepypastas have been created to entertain, frighten, and interest people all over the world. However, something new has been making its rounds on the internet lately. Something far more mysterious and harrowing than the rest. Today, we are going to investigate one of Trevor Henderson's most legendary creations. This is the story behind the one and only Siren Head, Cartoon Cat, the man with the upside-down face. These are just a few of the unnerving cryptids packed into the Trevor Henderson universe. The majority of these beings bring devastation and untold horror to human lives. But there's one entity that actually does the complete opposite. Meet Longhorse. First introduced to the world back in August of 2018, Longhorse has earned the reputation of being one of the few non-hostile creations. Created by freelance horror artist Trevor Henderson, this entity received its name for obvious reasons. Looking at its structure, we see what is defined as an eyeless skull of a horse attached to a pliable, wax-like skeletal neck that isn't just long, but is actually confirmed to be infinite in length. This neck bends, twists, and turns silently in every direction, and is able to create new joints at will. If someone happens to be observing Longhorse, its neck will always terminate behind an object or out of sight. Even if you attempted to look behind such objects, the neck would always manifest behind another one, causing a running in circles effect, thus making it impossible to find the hypothetical end. But there's something most people don't know about this creature, and it's hidden within the captions of the first two posts. I had that nightmare again, about the horse on the stairs, the first post reads, seemingly typical for a Henderson caption. But if you read the next post, things become clearly detailed. Every night, it curved into his dreams, folding into view from around impossible corners. One gaping socket always on him as it silently glided. You may have noticed a key theme between these two events. If not, both observers spoke of witnessing Longhorse within their dreams. After scrolling back in time on Henderson's Tumblr, I located confirmation that this entity may only be found in dreams. It was even dubbed as the Dream Horse at one point. But why does this thing only appear in dreams and not reality? Well, it has to do with Forewarning. Have you ever woken up from a dream and felt like something very bad was going to happen? If you answered yes, that's basically the feeling Longhorse gives off. According to the lore, this friendly creature comes with a deadly cost. If Longhorse is sighted within your dreams, a disaster or misfortune will soon fall upon you, and the longer the neck is, the greater the disaster will be. But this isn't the fault of Longhorse. Although it doesn't directly cause misfortune, it might just be responsible for a small fraction of the disasters it warns people of. However, its intentions aren't hostile, and it mostly means well. But do you know whose intentions are hostile? Cybercriminals. And the best way to fight them is to listen to the next 60 seconds as I explain the critical importance of owning a VPN. This is Surfshark VPN. It's an app and browser extension that virtually moves your device to another country. I'm sure you're already aware, but you can use a VPN, such as Surfshark, to access inaccessible Netflix content in another country. Yes, it's that easy. But what's not easy is internet security. Did you know your IP address tracks your location, browsing history, and even online comments? This tracking opens the doors for companies, governments, and even criminals to see what you're doing, especially if you're connected to public Wi-Fi, where your data can even be stolen. But Surfshark hides your real IP address, and even blocks ads, malware, and phishing attempts, making it virtually impossible to attack any and all devices you own. If you care about your security, then sign up to Surfshark right now. I'll even give you 85% off, plus an additional 3 months free if you use my code, STYLER. And if for some reason you decide it's not for you, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's zero harm in trying it out. So, just use my link and code from the description and protect yourself today with Surfshark. And with that cleared, let's get back on track. As I was saying, you need to understand that Longhorse isn't an aggressive entity. Although its physical features may come off as disturbing, it is simply a benevolent being whom also happens to smell like cinnamon. But don't let this information deceive you, as there is actually one last detail that changes everything we know about this entity. While searching the depths of Henderson's Tumblr, I found evidence of Longhorse being able to cross into our waking world. Theorized to originate from a pocket dimension, Longhorse is in fact capable of moving between its own dimension, our dreams, and the real world, kind of like a needle threading itself between the layers of reality. But that isn't all. In a Q&A post on his Tumblr, Henderson answered a question that, if true, would disintegrate everything we know about this creature. He doesn't have a body that we could see. It's always just more neck, even when it breaks the laws of physics, like an optical illusion. If he has a true body, it's in a form we can't really picture, and not in our dimension. Maybe at the culminating point in the center of where many dimensional layers meet, like a nucleus with the neck and head projecting out. If this holds credence, it would mean Longhorse isn't infinite in the conventional sense. Yes, relative to our eyes, this creature is indeed infinite. But to something else, Longhorse could be a finite being, capable of moving between fantasy and reality. And of course, we can't ignore the question of why it's here. Yes, Longhorse is indeed gifted with the ability to foresee when danger will strike, but why it's warning us is unknown. According to the Henderson lore, Longhorse has always been here, and judging by this image, it might just be safe to say that this extra-dimensional being is simply a protector, like the mother of humanity, ready to defend our world against malevolent harm. But of course, this last part is just speculation. All we really know are Henderson's confirmed points. So for now, we will just have to wait and see until the mythos of Longhorse continues to unfold. Just a quick disclaimer before we end, and I'm sad I actually have to say this, but Longhorse, as well as the rest of Trevor Henderson's cryptids, are just pieces of great fiction, not alive and not real. But if you enjoyed this backstory on the official lore, then please consider liking this video and subscribing for more. But as always, thank you for watching, and good night.